So earlier this year, as you may have heard from my friend Alex LaRusso, ALX.
Yeah, sure.
I started a chapter there. We were egged, harassed, vandalized, had basically threatened attacks from administration, all kinds of things. So I kind of have a two-part question.
Sure.
First question is, do you think Elon Musk will free Alex?
So yeah, ALX is banned from Twitter. I think so. If Elon, sorts this out, I support that, and hopefully he'll free me too. So.
Thank you. And my more serious question is, what's your message to? I'm always trying to recruit people to the chapter, and a lot of the response I get is, "Oh, I don't want to be harassed. I don't want to lose friends. I don't want to be egged, basically." So what would be your message to people who believe in conservative ideas, want to get involved, but I guess don't want to suffer the backlash that comes with it?
Yeah, it kind of goes to the first question, right, which is you're going to get it, it's worth it, hold the line, and strengthen your resolve. I would love to go speak at one of these art schools, and I'll tell you why. The left has destroyed art in our country in a way that I don't think we can actually appreciate. And this is kind of like one of my you would say like unexpected kind of focuses. I think that our society has become so aesthetically ugly the more the left has taken things over, from architecture to what we consider to be art, to music, to dramas, to this garbage they call, television at night. And so I believe art should try to strive towards the divine, the beautiful, the good, and the true. There's two rules in architecture that used to exist in Western society. You should try to have buildings that point upwards to God, and the circle is the perfect shape because it has no beginning or end, just like God. Very two simple rules. We get away. You just look at Western architecture now; it's just an amalgamation of like the very same deconstruction ideology that we're seeing right now. And so there's one of my favorite people to follow. He passed away recently. Is Roger Scruton. He was amazing. He talked a lot about objective beauty, and it also talks about more fundamental things, which is, do we believe there are such things as objective standards? You didn't ask anything about this. I'm just kind of riffing on it, but I'm sure you love it. But that's what's so interesting is that actually where these discussions are the most robust is in the art school, right? So the question is, do you believe like a signed urinal is art and beautiful? This was a question in the 1920s. I can't remember. Yeah, that's exactly right. Duchamp, that's right. Marcel Duchamp, where he signed a urinal. I don't think that's art. I think that's a place to relieve yourself. But that was considered to be art. And I think that's actually directly connected to a lot of the philosophical deconstruction that we're living through right now, right? If all of a sudden, art is nothing more than what your own opinion of what is beautiful, well then why can't you also have all these kind of other societal cancers all of a sudden start to infect every single portion of American society? So, okay, so what do you say to friends that don't want to get involved? Look, you can only push them so far, but it's all about leadership. It really is. And so if you're the leader, you're going to have to say, hey, I'll take the hits for you. Just help me out. Try to be part of it. And so there's two types of people. You could be a George Washington or you could be a John Hancock. George Washington went right into battle, stared the bullets in the eye, and went straight into there. John Hancock, of course, we know he signed the Declaration. No mystery he was involved, but he never wore a uniform of the Continental Army and was the #1 financier of the effort. There's people that are the fighters and the people that help the fighters, and both are equally important. So if people are afraid to get involved, be like, hey, can you be a covert graphic designer for our Turning Point USA chapter? Something would tell me you guys would probably come up with some of the coolest memes in the world at your school. So there's a lot of different ways to get people involved, but you as a leader are the most important thing. We have a crisis of leadership right now in our country. George S. Patton had a great quote, which is lead, follow, or get out of the way. And leadership is hard, but a lot of people think they want to be leaders, but in reality, they just want the perks of leadership. Right? They want the corner office, the Instagram followers, the chauffeured car, but they don't really want to work till 2 a.m. on a Sunday morning to go reach a deadline, make payroll, borrow money, hire people. They don't want to have to do that. Leadership is hard, but it's necessary because it requires you to take responsibility. A leader is someone who does not point any fingers except in themselves when things go wrong, and that's what you're doing as a Turning Point USA chapter leader. So God bless you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.